Hello everybody, in this chapter we will wrap up our basic lighting model. To remember the structure of the basic lighting model, we remembered a word called as beads, where B represents basic lighting equals to emissive plus ambient plus diffuse and specular. In the previous chapters, we understood how to write the calculation or the shader for diffuse. We understood the calculation of specular and ambient. What is left is emissive. Emissive is the property of light. They emit light, and in general, in OpenGL or in any gaming engine, the light objects are not visible. To make them visible in your game, you will have to create a geometry and you will have to apply one of the diffuse, ambient or specular shader to it to give an appearance to it, and on top of that you can apply the special effects like halo effect, lens flare or the bloom. So that is why we are not writing a shader for the emissive objects, as they are provided to you by the engines. So that wraps up the basic lighting model. In the development of our shader and adding different properties of the basic lighting, we left two properties in our shader which we are not calculating in our final color, which are main texture and the tinting color. So we will go back to our Unity project and create a new shader that will have the calculation of main texture and tinting color in it. So here we are in our Unity project, and this is the scene called as chapter_36_lighting. What we are lacking in our shader calculation is the calculation of this main color and the main texture. So we will go ahead and we will go to the shader dev folder and we will select lighting_ambient shader. We will duplicate this shader and we will call it lighting_basic lighting, because it has all the calculation that we need for the basic lighting model. So here we are in our shaders. The first thing that we will do is to change the name of the shader. We will call it 16 lighting_basic lighting. So the properties that we need for our calculation already exist, which are _main texture and _color. So our further steps are going to be very simple. We will go to our vertex shader and the fragment shader and add the calculation. And this is the point where we will add the calculation of main texture and the color tint. And ambient color will itself take care of that, because we will be using the surface color and then we will add the ambient color on top of it. So first step of this process will be to read the color from the main texture, and we will call this float3 main text color, and it's equals to text 2D. The first parameter will be the main texture, which is the property name for the main texture. Another, we will use the texture coordinate and we will paste it here. So this will give us the color